Hi everyone, this is Naina from Angelic Echoes. Welcome to my channel, and we are going to tap in with the energy of the divine masculine. So we'll start with the divine masculine and then we'll go to the divine feminine. So the three decks of cards I'm bringing in for now, and I'll bring in additional decks probably for the feminine, is Twin Flames, What's the Energy Oracle, the Moon Tarot by Liz Harrison as well, and the Twin Flames Divine Masculine Oracle. So let's see what the energy is like for the divine masculine currently, and what are they actually feeling and going through at the moment. So thank you, angels. What is happening with the divine masculine right now? What is happening with the divine masculine right now? Boredom. Wow. Okay, so the divine masculines are feeling bored. They are probably in a routine. They are feeling their life is mundane. There's no spark or passion in their life, or there's no excitement in their life. Okay, so they're very bored at the moment. They're feeling discontent, probably stuck in a routine, and they need to spice up their life. Okay, so this is how they're feeling right now. They want to change. They want a fresh start. They are going through a transformation. Okay, so I feel that this transformation is also helping them to move forward towards a fresh start, but they want a fresh start. They could be even feeling dead inside, wanting this fresh start and change. But what I'm seeing here from what the angels are showing me is also that they are going through a change and transformation in order for a fresh start to come in. And yeah, they're overthinking and they're restless and stressed as well. So despite being bored, they are overanalyzing things and they are stressed out because they know they want a change and they want a fresh start with the divine feminine. So there's a lot of overthinking happening, sleepless nights, probably a lot of anxiety, restlessness and stress as well. This could even be about a situation that they're stuck in, which could be with, again, a partner, a marriage, a family member, a job, finances, some sort of legal contract. This could even be, social circles, addictions, friendships, something that they've got to leave and let go of, or something that's holding them back, that's stressing them out, that they're working out what to do and how to come forward to the divine feminine, how to leave their situation, how to free themselves, finding their freedom. This is what they're overthinking and stressed and restless about, which is bringing sleepless nights in. So let's get further clarity, thank you, angels, about the divine masculines. Yeah, so the ego is coming in the way, and the ego is what they're looking past, or they're learning to look past the 3D illusion. So they're learning to look past the ego. So the ego is the thing that brings up fears and doubts and anxiety and all the negative thoughts and things that could go wrong, instead of thinking of the positive, which is your higher self that helps you to see what can actually go right. Okay, so this is what they're learning, to look past the ego, because all of the fears are an illusion. They are afraid of losing you as well as the divine feminine. So this could be about the fact that they're afraid that you're moving on. This could be them being afraid of the fact that if they come forward to you with an apology, you reject them, which as a divine feminine you will not do, but this is what they're thinking that you'll do. For some of you, it could even be about the fact that they may think that you will reject them because they're not good enough, or they're not, they cannot meet up to your expectation, again, which is an illusion. It's really an illusion. It's not true, but this is their fears, and this is the fears they need to overcome. So they don't want to lose you, and they're working out how can they free themselves in order to be with you, but also to bring a fresh start that they know they can actually commit to, and be 100% in it without any doubt, and commit to this fresh start with you. So this is where the divine masculine is at. So what's the energy like? Thank you, angels. What is the energy for the divine masculines right now? Oops. Okay. You've got your family issues. So definitely this could be related to family circumstances, okay? So this could definitely be related to family issues. So family could be the thing that's getting in the way. There could be family drama. This could even be related to marriage, or just parents or siblings or children, or something related to family that's coming in the way. There's a lot of reflection happening right now. This could even be family issues regarding, I don't know, change or finances, or other things in which the family is involved, but it could be other issues like addiction, finances, movement or moving or assets or a house or some sort of arrangement. This could be related to any of that, but they're reflecting on it. And there's a lot of paranormal activity taking place, which is things that one cannot explain. And this, I feel, could also be divine intervention taking place to help for the divine masculine to see clearly, for the chaos coming in, for the divine masculine to stand their ground and stand up for what they actually want and to release what doesn't serve them anymore. So this is where the divine masculine's at. So definitely the divine masculine's bored in their circumstances. They want a fresh start. They're going through transformation. They're also doing a lot of overthinking and anxiety, and they're stressed out right now. They're definitely afraid of losing the divine feminine in some shape, form, or the other, and they're learning to look past that ego and fears, which is false-based. It is related to family issues, and they're reflecting on it, and there's a lot of paranormal activity taking place in this at the moment. So that's where the divine masculines are at, okay? So let's see what's going on with the divine feminine. And so I want to bring in the divine feminine oracle. Let's see, what do I have in place of that? Let me see what deck I can bring in place of the divine masculine oracle for the divine feminine. Okay, so I'm going to bring in the Twin Flame Journey oracle for the divine feminine to see how the divine feminine is feeling currently. So let's start with the moonology, or moon tarot rather, for the divine feminine. So thank you, angels. What is happening with the divine feminines right now? What energy is the divine feminine right now? Wow, that's beautiful. I feel it's just one card. Okay, so we've got here, you're being divinely guided. There's hope in the situation, and you have the Star. So definitely I feel the divine feminine is feeling guided in the situation. The divine feminine knows there is hope in the situation, because there actually is hope in the situation. Because then the divine feminine know that the journey is divinely guided. The divine masculine is divinely guided, and so is the divine feminine. And that everything is working out as it's meant to and will happen in divine timing, and that the divine has, the divine feminine's back and the divine masculine's back as well. So I feel this is also a sign of the angels saying there is hope in the situation, which the divine feminine knows, because the divine feminine is intuitively connecting with her intuition and higher self as a feminine energy. So what else do we need to know about the energy of the divine feminine right now? Thank you, angels. So the divine feminine is feeling, so the divine feminine is releasing anything that is, needs to go in order to bring in forgiveness in. So I feel the divine feminine is releasing any, judgment or any anger, resentment, or anything that is, left regarding how the divine masculine left, and any other circumstances that has influenced the connection, or other people that may have influenced the connection. The divine feminine is releasing that, and has released it, in order to find freedom in herself, in order to also forgive the past and anyone that was involved in the past, to be able to find freedom and move forward, and move and basically lighten the load is what I'm connecting with here. So the divine feminine is definitely having compassion and empathy for the divine masculine. So I feel the divine feminine has compassion and empathy for the divine masculine, and definitely is releasing everything from the past that needs to go. And this may not only be about the divine masculine, but any hurt, pain, disappointments from the past in any relationship, or even childhood wounds. I feel the divine feminine is releasing right now, and is having compassion and empathy for others, because I feel the divine feminine again is connecting with her intuition and higher self as the divine feminine energy, which is very, very beautiful. So thank you, angels. What else is the energy for the divine feminine? What else is the energy for the divine feminine? Yeah, the divine feminine is focused on service. Just one card. This is beautiful. The divine feminine is focused on service, focusing on herself as the, feminine energy, and focus on service in being of service to others, helping others, seeing things from a divine perspective, from a higher perspective. And this is helping the divine feminine to move forward, being like an earth angel on earth, having empathy for everybody, having compassion for others, and seeing and having mercy. So in the place of forgiveness and looking at things from a higher perspective, divine light, connecting with the angels and guides and source, strengthening connection with source, and being an earth angel on this planet, which is releasing a lot of burdens from the past because the divine feminine is focused on service. I love this. This is absolutely beautiful. So that's the energy of the divine feminine. And yeah, so I guess we will have to see how the rest of the week unfolds. But this is currently the energy. So the divine masculine is obviously still working through what they need to work through. But there's a lot of paranormal activity taking place, which means there's a lot of divine intervention coming in. And yeah, so let's see how that pans out. In the rest of the week, I will do another reading to tap in with the energy. So thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you've resonated with this reading. And catch you soon. Take care. Bye.